FBI, open up! Welcome to the workshop build. And we're starting with a bit of fun demolition. Let's knock down some more. Can we do this? I always wanted to do this. This is fantastic. That was fun. I scratched the glass. Excellent. So we're going to be doing that, I guess, in this video. And then, of course, a bit of renovation as well. Before we continue with whatever that was, let's rewind. When I came to Germany, this is where my journey of working on cars began. -2, dark, smelly underground car park. I then upgraded to -1, a slightly better lit underground car park, then a parking spot in a garage, and then a 25 square meter garage in which this channel was conceived. From there, I expanded to 150 square meters at the same location and stayed there for a long 5 years. We, as in you and I, achieved so many great things and restorations there, so many memories, but I quickly outgrew it. This is what we do on this channel. Find the worst, neglected and destroyed examples of automotive legends and restore them back to their glory. And then some. I live to wrench on cars. It's my passion, my love, my happiness. And I want to build a perfect place to do that in. So now, instead of building a car, we are going to build a dream car restoration workshop. That brings us to now. After months and years of searching, we landed here. A beautiful 650 square meter property, thanks to the biggest supporter of the channel that's been with me since essentially the beginning, Liquimali. I will put the link below to the video where we did a tour of the new workshop, but here's what we are working with. This is the entrance and a small hallway, which will become a delivery room. On your left is a kitchen. We don't care about that. This is not a cooking channel and I can barely fry an egg. On the right side, however, is office space. I'm not a businessman and have no need for an office. What I do need is an engine building room. I'm incredibly excited for this part. Walking down the hallway, on the right side are 2 small storage rooms. Passing that and we are now in the main workshop area. This is the biggest room on the property. In the corner, there's a small room which will house cleaning machines. Next to it, we have a big storage room. Walk across the main workshop floor and you enter the second biggest room. On the left side is a little office. Next to it, 2 creative thinking areas, aka the toilets. With the place being so big, I was feeling a bit lost and needed help designing the place properly. Therefore, I joined forces with the Obsessed Garage. Mike and the team have played an instrumental role here. We had several video calls and after talking them through what I wanted, they provided impeccable guidance. My goal is a clean, modern, well-organized and efficient space to work in. Not going for a typical workshop vibe, but rather a cozy workplace and a home for cars. After discussing even the smallest details and many revisions later, Obsessed Garage team came up with the renders. Hells to the yes. They nailed it. They nailed the vibe I was going for. Based on the floor plan, they were able to precisely determine the optimal position of the lifts. In the main workshop area, as you drive in, we have a 4-post lift on the right for wheel alignment. Next to it is a double scissor lift and then 2 2-post lifts, a storage rack and workbenches in the back, and a Liquimali coffee lounge area on your left. In room number 2, we have 1 2-post lift, 1 4-post lift for storage. In the far corner, we'll have tire machines, and on the left, Gion detailing bay. But look at the engine building room. Just saying that sounds surreal, but yes, we are going to have our very own clean room to assemble engines. I can't recommend the Obsessed Garage team enough. Putting my vision on the paper with their expert input is vital for this whole operation. Huge thank you to Mike, Matt, and the team. Now that we have a proper plan, let's commence the work. First, we are starting with a bit of demolition. There are a few drywall compartments in rooms 1 and 2 for which I had no use and I had to come down to open up the space. My secret weapon is this fella here. His name is Bane, a subscriber of the channel who got in touch. He does remodeling and renovation work and he's going to be carrying out all of the construction work in the shop. Finansamt, open up! This is so much fun. Destruction. And that's everything knocked down in these two areas. The last bit of demo is to be done in the engine building room. Here we have a cement wall, so instead of using my sturdy foot, I deployed my sledgehammer. Equally as fun though. Great success! Opa! As you can see, we're all professionals here. Right, the containers just arrived for trash. It's a project within a project. It's ridiculously difficult to throw away trash in Germany. So that's the first container. So, pile of trash, container. 4 in total, because Germany. 1 for wood, then drywall, then light construction material, and lastly, mixed garbage. You gotta separate all of that. A long day today, and the entire day was spent on cleaning and throwing trash away. So this is one container half full with regips, drywall, and then we have another one here which is full with Holz, wood, well almost full, metal. I separated that. A guy will come tomorrow to pick this up, and then this is all cleaned up. The floor is dirty, need to find a thorough way to clean it, but we'll deal with that later. And then there's some silicone left from tearing down this wall here. Take care of that tomorrow. And then we have a container with mixed garbage, and this is by far the most expensive one, 235 euros per ton. Drywall is I think 80, wood 110. So this is all cleaned up, and then the engine building room is gonna look so freaking good. It's gonna look so amazing. Look at that, look how big it is. It's massive. I love it. So we cleaned up everything, and then we have another container with Lichtbau, light construction material. So that's half full, and this is all clean. So we need to fix some tiles and deal with the wiring. This is a mess. So at the same time, some electrical work was needed. Enter Jan, another nice subscriber from the area who does pretty much anything cable related. A lot of the wiring needed to be tidied up after taking the walls down, but also the main room didn't have 3-phase 400 volts electricity. This was needed for the new lifts, Vixen Aquablast, and the air compressor. Jan got to work and started running cables throughout the room to the places where the lifts will be installed. On the other end, Bane is about to start covering up the windows on this wall. I don't need another light source from this area, and someone else is renting the space on the other side. I wanted to soundproof it better from when I'm talking to myself and screaming, hence these acoustic drywall panels. Same story in room number 2. The mighty Vixen Aquablast 1215 is too big to fit through the tiny door in its designated room, so a bit of chop chop was deployed to expand the opening. A new door will be installed later. The ceiling in the hallway was just plain ugly, so we took all of that down to have it refreshed as well. At this stage, I had to make a decision on the new interior color. Initially, I wasn't planning on repainting the entire object due to cost, but Bane is a machine and made me a nice deal to repaint everything, including the roof. I briefly considered a black roof, but quickly dismissed it as I like working in a brightly lit space. For the walls, I decided on a light gray color with a touch of blue in it. A solid blue was in play too, but ultimately it's too dark to cover the entire space in it, so we'll use it only on
on a few walls. The roof we are going to refresh with a lick of white paint. The storage rooms got painted too. Painting the freaking roof was by far the hardest part, but Bane and Anis were up to the task.
Oh.
The result and transformation were nothing short of stunning. We went from a pale, worn-out yellow to this. Clean, modern-looking space. Deciding on the color of the walls was tricky, but in the end I'm really happy with my choice. With good lighting, it's light gray, but otherwise has a hint of blue, which gives it a nice contrast against the white pillars and roof. All of the doors were previously brown, which made them look dated, so we had them repainted to anthracite, which will match the new lifts and cabinets. In the hallway, we removed this ugliness from the ceiling and went with white AMF ceiling tiles. Not something I was planning on doing, but Bane insisted, and I must say I'm glad he did. It looks much fresher and more modern now as you walk into the building. Just look how dirty the floor is. There's overspray from painting and fine dust from the drywall. I rented out this floor cleaning machine to clean the floor.
Oh yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. Right, the Cartier floor machine that I rented out broke down, stopped working after about 2 hours, something with the cable. You know, every single product that I get from Cartier doesn't last a very long time. The quality is garbage. This, however, is Neil Fisk SC351 floor cleaner. This puppy costs around 3,500 euros brand new, and I just picked it up for 950 used, which seems like a good deal. Really nice guy. I tested the machine, it works. He showed me how it works. It's battery powered. It has some very expensive battery, I think lithium ion or something like that. And supposedly you can get around 2 hours of runtime. And it should clean stronger and better than the garbage that we used before. So let's see. The problem is though, this machine is around 60 kilograms. That's quite heavy. I have been hitting the gym, but can I actually take this out on my own? Okay, let's break my back. Can I actually do this on my own? Okay, that's so bad. Okay, let's test it and see if it actually works better than the other one. Boom, boom, boom. Excelente! Let's see. The guy said not to use a lot, so I'll use a lot. The guy gave me a quick rundown on how this machine works and how to maintain it, clean it. I forgot everything. The battery is fully charged. And then if you lift it up like this, do this, and then you go backwards. Yeah, I'm gonna say that cleans a lot better than the other one. That's better, a bit better than the other one. It's still kind of difficult to get the paint that's in between the tiles. Right, almost done, but not quite. As you can see, this part of the shop, it's very clean. That machine is fantastic, a lot better than Karcher. Very, very happy with that purchase. You can get around 2 hours of cleaning with that machine, and you can do this really easily, really quickly. The problem is there's a lot of overspray on the tiles, and for example here in between the tiles in the recesses where the paint is dry, it's very, very difficult to clean that. So I gotta tell my guy to protect that room a bit better when he starts painting that area as well. But so far, so good. And that's the entire room clean. Now, I'm not saying that you can lick this floor, but you could drop a croissant, pick it up and eat it and not die after. And that's good enough for a workshop. I love this machine. It is fabulous. It's quiet, very easy to use, and it's going to be crucial in keeping this workshop clean. So love it. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do the hallway and the entrance, and then I think we're going to assemble the workbench whilst the guys paint this room here. It's pretty late now. It's nearly 11 p.m. I got to go home. But man, I love this. I love this. And with proper lighting, which is coming, by the way, this workshop is going to look magnificent. This is just garbage. Ignore that.
Jan also ran network cables throughout the shop for the wireless access points and most importantly security cameras and alarm system, which he installed. This was an absolute must. A big thank you to Jan for his work. I can highly recommend him and you can find his info in the description. I also had a plumber come by to run a water pipe and install a sink in the main room. I didn't want to run to the bathroom every time I needed water or to wash my hands. This is the end result. A nice big sink to wash hands with a liquid moly dispenser for liquid hand cleaner. I can't stand having dirty and greasy hands, and this thing is fantastic at cleaning and ease of use. In the other room, it was copy-paste. Bane started the arduous process of repainting everything, and I had to start assembling my workbench. This is the workbench that I made on my own out of industrial pallet racks. It's 4 meters long, 1 meter deep, there's room for storage above and below, good lighting and all tools within hand reach, neatly organized. I love doing work on it. In the old shop, I didn't care about the color of it, but in the new one, I do. So I had it repainted to anthracite to match everything else. The old top boards were a bit nasty from years of oil leaking onto them, so I got some fresh wood boards, and this time I used some sort of magical protection oil for the working surface that I got from the software store. The lady there told me it's good stuff. I let that dry and then I had to shorten the carrier frames due to insufficient roof height.
That is loud.
I then drilled holes for the screws that will hold the wooden boards.
That's the wooden plates in place. Now we gotta do the tabletop. And previously I had aluminum plates, 2 millimeters thick, and they're quite okay, but aluminum is not the strongest. So this time around I went with stainless steel plates, which were expensive and also very heavy. Don't know if I can carry all this on my own over there, can I? Here we are. 2 millimeters thick stainless steel plate. Can I lift this on my own? By myself. Hurrah. Perfect. I did skin the table a little bit, but that's fine. Oh yeah. Ain't that pretty? 600 euros for 2 plates, 1 meter wide, 2 meters long. This table is 3.9 meters long, which is about 647 feet and 17 inches. Oh yeah. Oh! That's good. So like the last time, I'm gonna use screws to secure the plates. Gotta countersink the bolt. That is a word that I wasn't aware of when I was building this workbench for the first time. But now I am a true professional, so I know everything. And I'm still doing it the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. I have a drill bit for this somewhere, but it's fine. This works as well. Look at that beauty. Can't be having trash in the new workshop. Okay, this feels already a lot sturdier than the old aluminum worktop. Let the dogs out. Mother. Right, this one we're gonna have to trim because it's too long. Chop, chop time. This requires a steady hand. Look at my floor now. Okay, mandatory cleaning done. Now we gotta deblur the edges. Where's my deblurring tool? Listen, I know it's deburr, but deblur sounds more ridiculous, so we're gonna go with that. Oh man, that's beautiful. Oh yes! Where are my panels at, bro?
Then I got some black wood stain to blend in the edges of the wood with the table, and also stained the back panels for a nicer finish. Worked out lovely. I got new wide angle light bars.
And then there was light.
Another thing that annoyed me was that the panels for the tools were glossy black except for the far right one. Glossy finish reflects light, doesn't look good, so I took that off and ordered matte black panels instead.
Yeah, that's much better.
See what I mean?
Much better.
The light was hitting my eyeballs pretty hard when standing there. I went to the software store and got something that's not a light diffuser, but in this case, it is.
Well, that's better. It's not poking my eyes anymore. And I can still see down here, which is the important bit. Right, lastly, time to update my old BGS toolkit with one from Vigor. This is a sub-brand from Hazit. And this is a nice, affordable, good quality toolkit that you can get. Like if you're just starting or you just want to chuck this into the back of your car, this is a good kit to have. It has everything that you need, and like the extensions are nice. The ratchets are nice. Screwdriver. It's just a good toolkit. It's chrome as well, which I'm not a fan of chrome tools. Prefer matte finish like on Hazit ones, but again, for the table, this is perfect. And you know, I can always take this off and put it in the back of my car if I'm traveling somewhere and I need a toolkit. This will go here. Grab a tool from here. One little block to hold it in place. That's it. Now I can grab the tools, whatever I need. It's nice and easy. I have the following problem with the Workbench. The stainless steel top, it's too mirror-like. It's reflecting too much stuff. You can see the light bar, you can see the tools. And when I'm filming, it's just too many reflections and it doesn't look nice in the video. So we're gonna do this. I just tested it. This is, you know, a piece of stainless steel top that I cut out. I used a sander, 240 grit, I believe, and just made it matte. And it looks nice. And I'm definitely gonna scratch the crap out of this tabletop. So whenever I do that, I can just use the sander, go over it again, and make it nice and matte. So that's a simple solution that I have here. I'm gonna go over the entire tabletop with this machine and make this matte looking. That's better. All nice and clean. Still reflecting somewhat, but you know, it's a stainless steel top. It's gonna reflect in any case because the light is directly above it. And there you have it. That's one simple Workbench done. It's not exactly inexpensive. You gotta spend a few €1,000s to get all of this done, but you know, you can't buy something like this. And I love this Workbench setup because 4 meter long, 1 meter wide, good lighting. All of the tools are exactly where I need them to be so I can grab whatever I need. You know, when I'm doing this, and working on stuff, everything is within reach. So quite happy with how it turned out. I can also additionally add a mount here and maybe like rails so I can slide a camera around and have better angles, but maybe some other time. Right now I gotta work on cars. Gotta get some cabinets for underneath of the workbench now, but some other time.
Bane finished painting the other room. We went with the same color, but for the back wall, I decided to go with blue, which turned out rather nice. The engine building room got the same treatment. It's yet to be cleaned and equipped, which will happen in the next workshop build episode. The creative thinking rooms were disgusting, really old and outdated. When I'm on the throne and doing some critical thinking, I need to be comfortable. Naturally, Bane to the rescue, and we decided to refresh it on a budget. We also discovered why this entire side of the building smelled terribly. The floor was shit. We found a drain hiding underneath that wasn't plugged, so water was draining back when it rained. Bane fixed that, poured in new floor, and mounted new PVC tiles. This totally transformed bathrooms for not a ton of money. I can't thank Bane enough for his hard work and for helping with the makeover of the new shop. He does this for a living, and if you need a trustworthy person for your project, his contact details are in the description. And finally, probably the most important equipment for any car workshop. The lifts. In the previous shop, I had lifts from Bane. They make great lifts and have served me well, but for the new shop, I decided to go a different route. That said, I want to give Bane a huge thank you for their support throughout the years and wish them all the best. Here, I joined forces with Nussbaum. In case you haven't heard of them, well, they don't spend a lot on marketing, but if you are familiar with workshop equipment, then you definitely know about them and their reputation. While most companies are moving their production outside of Europe to cut costs, Nussbaum lifts are made right here in Germany. Have been for over 40 years now, in their production plant in Kiel, just a couple hours away from Frankfurt. To give you an insight into their quality, Nussbaum lifts are used in the official workshops of BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, McLaren, and now will be in M539 Restoration's dojo. As I said in the beginning, we are building a dream car restoration workshop, and that means using the best equipment and working with the best in their respective field. And that's what we have here. I'm thrilled to be working with Nussbaum. In this first round, we are installing 3 two-post lifts, a double scissor lift, and a standard scissor lift. I have to commend them on their packaging. It's well protected against the weather and all neatly packed. Not a single scratch on any of the parts. The man of the hour here is Martin. He is their main installer who came along with Ben, their chief business development officer, and the one who made all of this possible. We had a precise plan from Obsessed Garage where each lift should go, but one thing I didn't account for the best is the roof height. Namely, the pillars and gas piping for the heaters were a limiting factor. We roughly positioned all 3 lifts in their place and then using not 1 but 2 E39 M5s to determine their exact position. Martin is using a special dustless drill bit. The bit is hollow, and as you're drilling, it's vacuuming up the dust and thus leaving the hole clean. Now this is cool and new to me. Instead of standard mechanical anchor bolts, Martin is going to secure the lifts with chemical anchors. First he cut threaded rods to length and filled the hole with a special resin that bonds steel to concrete. Then the rods are installed, and now the resin has to cure before torquing them to spec. This actually results in a stronger anchoring as the rod is effectively bonded with the concrete below. Then Jan came by to hook up the electrical side of the lift. Martin is making sure the posts are perfectly level and using shims where needed to achieve that.
Screw them, yeah.
You can screw them, or you can, like this, like a quick adjustment, and slip through.
Very, very smart. This, I like. You like it. This is fantastic, yeah.
This, and then you can go up.
Okay, right, going up for the very first time in the new dojo. Now you're gonna do the gigolo test. Yeah, that ain't going anywhere. Oh, that is smooth. That is very, very smooth. And no clack, clack, clack. Because it's a spindle lift. Stupid lamp is in the way. That needs to go away. How much more room do we have? Yeah, but this is, I don't need more than this. This is perfection. It's perfect. Oh man, this is beautiful. Look at that. No plate on the floor. Low ceiling, not a problem. It's awesome. And now to go down. Don't need to pull a lock or anything. It just goes down. And it's a low noise, which I really, really appreciate. I hate noisy lifts. So once we reach a certain point, there's a law in Germany that says that we have to press this thing and then it's gonna beep, you know, so you don't lower the car on your feet. Easy, easy. Then just put this to the side. I love it. I love it. This is the smoothest lift I've ever used. Incredibly easy to set up and incredibly easy to use as well. No hydraulics, no nonsense, no nothing. Beautiful, honestly, beautiful. Love it.
This two-post lift is called a smart lift, and as mentioned, it's a spindle lift. Each post has a threaded screw that is driven by an electric motor, and this results in smooth and quiet operation without any hydraulics. On top, there's just a thin bar for cables used for synchronizing the columns. I've been using the smart lift for a few months now, and they are phenomenal. Top-notch quality, reliable, smooth, and very easy to use. Now we are moving on with the double scissor lift named Jumbo Lift. The beauty of the Nussbaum lifts is that they are all pre-assembled and tested before delivery. This means relatively quick and easy installation. You just take them out of the crate, and in the case of this Jumbo Lift, you just hook up the hydraulic lines and bolt it down to the floor.
This appears to be packaging material, but it's not. It's actually blocks to take the car up in the air. It's some sort of weird hard foam or whatever it is. It takes shape as you lift up the car, and then once you remove it, it kind of comes back to what it was before. Then here, I just do that. Down goes there. Then we have two more. And that's it. The car should go up in the air now. Holy crap, is it quick. That's like seriously quick. That's it. We need to get rid of the lamps, but nice, man. You can actually take an engine out on this lift. Yeah, you can get to everything. But this is really impressive. Like, this lift is going to be very versatile to use. I'm doing this now because we have a problem with the lights in the back. That needs to come down, and then the car can go all the way up. Yeah. But man, that looks good. And that was the Jumbo Lift in action. Man, great lift, great choice. I was initially planning to do another two-post lift here, but then you kind of convinced me or swayed me towards this one.
Yeah, it's always good if you have choices.
Yeah, I can use it for most mechanical stuff. Yeah. In any case, and then
Yeah, you got free access completely all over.
All around. I can see the attraction of this lift. I quite like it. And then it's also super easy to drive on. Just put in the pads. Boom, you're done.
Next up, the mid-rise scissor lift for the detailing bay. This one is stupid easy to install. Take it out of the crate. Hook up the lines. Add oil, and you're good to go. This is a mobile lift. It can be moved around easily, so it doesn't need to be bolted down.
So it's pretty simple. You just put this one on here, and I put in the pins.
With pins?
And that's it. There you go. And 2.
Just drop it down?
And that's it, yeah, just drop it down. And that's it already.
Really?
You can just put it like this
Ah, to extend it.
to extend the ramp, and just lift it up here. And now it's the ramp. Now it's an extension to the platform.
Fantastic.
Now we only have to put in the security clips on the inside of the bolt, and then that's it.
Oh, the circlips.
Yeah, that's it.
Very practical.
That's it. It's that
Man,
easy.
that is so simple.
There you go.
Easy peasy. These are some solid blocks.
Yeah, they are kind of like a memory foam. So when you dent them and then leave them for an hour, they come back to its original form. And you also can cut them if they are too big for your use. Yeah, a lot of people think it's packaging material,
Yeah, that's what I thought initially.
but
as well.
it isn't.
Yeah.
It is actually to lift the cars.
There's a reason why this lift is called a sprinter. I'd say that's fairly quick. For a scissor lift, that's really, really quick.
And very silent.
Yes, look, that's not noisy at all. And then to extend the platform, just do this. And then I can put my 5 series or 7 series on it easily. But the party trick is that this lift is mobile. It's movable rather easily, all by myself, as I shall demonstrate.
So you can take the wheels from inside the scissor, put them right in the hole there. Same on the other side. And then you get a movable one
Nice.
that you just stick over there, the other way
Like
around.
this.
Exactly. Yep, that's it. You just straighten out it a little bit. And now when you lower the lift will lift itself up. And now you can see on that wheel back there when the lift lifts itself.
Clever engineering.
And now you can just use this and go from the bottom, just hook in and pull it away.
Come on. Right, that is.
And this one is also on wheels. And you can just move it around when the
Super.
cable is long enough, obviously.
Does not need to be bolted down, so
Nope.
concrete. Oh,
You
yeah.
can use it on every level, and I mean,
Amazing.
not on sand, but on every level, not on every level floor.
Yeah.
And when it's where you want it, you just put it up, store the wheels again, and you're done.
And how long was this installation? Not even an hour?
No, you can do that
30
in
minutes?
Yeah, you can do that in 30 minutes if you have a forklift
To
available.
unpack this lift, it's literally, you just unpack it, put the extensions, put hydraulic oil in, plug it in, that's it. And now off we go. You take this outside, wherever. Super easy to move. Also no clack clack sounds.
And lastly, another 2-post smart lift that's gonna go in the corner of this room.
It's not good, we have to go that way. I'm kidding. And that's 5 lifts installed, 3 2-post lifts, and 2 scissor lifts. And this one being the jumbo one that goes all the way up. Double scissor lift.
Double
yeah.
scissor lift.
Makes sense. Yeah.
2 meters high.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. Like the quality of the equipment is unbelievable. Like I've never used lifts that are this nice. Like you can see from the moment you open the box and take them out to like installing and everything, it's just fantastic. The 2-post lift, literally pick it up, put it straight, drill holes, put arms, electricity, that's it.
Yep.
No
That's
oil,
it.
no nothing.
No oil, no nothing, no stress.
And then with the jumbo as well, just bolt it down. The scissor, I think it's even easier.
Yeah, I mean, the sprinter is installed in half an hour.
Come on, and you can just move it around.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again for supporting my new dojo. I call it dojo, and it's a little bit
I know.
odd. Okay, that's good. Yeah, thank you for everything, for the support,
You're welcome.
for coming out, for giving all of the lifts.
Have fun with the lift. 2
more lifts are coming, the 4-post lifts. One is gonna reside over there, and perhaps we're gonna get a wheel alignment kit, we'll see. And then another one over there for storage, so exciting stuff. Complete Nuzba all around. I only want what's best for this workshop and for what I have in my head, and this is it. It's like top equipment.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And that'll do for this first episode. In the following one, we'll install the 4-post lift, new Horman garage doors, a complete shelving system from Montag, new lights from Versalux, and so much more. It's coming along beautifully, and I can't tell you how happy I already feel wrenching in the new dojo. Thank you so much for your support, for watching these videos, and I hope you're finding the workshop build series enjoyable. Till the next one.